that was lost. Every morning, every single morning, I make it a prayer for all the friends I lost in Vietnam. I pray for their souls. I pray that their families are given the strength and comfort to carry on with their lives. I pray that they're never forgotten. You see, if they are forgotten, it is as if they never existed. Ladies and gentlemen, that is something I couldn't live with. Simplify One, the memorial honor detail that I'm president of, has 7 teams. That includes a team called SET, Special Events Team, that participates in military ceremonies for community groups, churches, and schools. Another team that we founded is FLAG, Freedom, Liberty, and Glory. They give presentations to schools, churches, community groups on the history of the flag, why we should respect it, when you're supposed to put your hand over your heart, how to fold the flag. And we did this because I got upset seeing people chewing gum, seeing people yapping with each other while the national anthem is being played. When the flag, you can't take a second to stand up. That bothers me. We also have a team that provides military honors. For some of you, you may not be aware of this. Do you know that there are thousands of veterans that are unclaimed every year? They die, they prove they're veterans, but no one claims the bodies. Wow. Those bodies sit in the morgue sometimes for years, until such organizations, the Vietnam Vets of America and other organizations, decided to do something about it. They didn't just complain. They didn't just have concerns. They decided to do something about it. What they do now is once a month, they go around to all the morgues and they collect these cremains. We bring these cremains to the cemetery, the Riverside National Cemetery, and there we give a full military honors to them. We have all of the cremains laid out. We have a person who symbolically receives the flag. We do the same service for any other veteran that we have. We play taps, we fire the rifles, we fold the flag, and then we present it to someone. Why do we do this? Because we want to show them that they are not forgotten. Amen. We don't want them sitting for years in a morgue with no one claiming them. Amen. Amen. There are times where we would do services for as many as 25, 30 in one day, unclaimed veterans. The other 4 teams that we have provide military honors for veterans in the Riverside National Cemetery. We just not only do services for Marines, we do it for all the branches of service. And you know why? Because it's the right thing to do. Amen. We're all veterans. We're all Americans. We all need to be taken care of. Amen. When my teams work there, they will render honors from 18 to 22 burials a day. Think about that. Wow. 18 to 22 burials a day. Fire the rifles, play taps, fold the flag, present it. They get the same. I don't care if you are a private or a general. I don't care if you got 500 guests or 1. And believe it or not, sometimes we've had service with only 1 person present. Wow. They get the same identical service every single time. And I stress that to my Marines. I don't want you to slack off at all because there's only 1 person sitting there. I want them to feel that their loved one was the most honored person in the United States of America. Amen. Amen. You might not also know that Riverside National Cemetery is the busiest national cemetery in the United States. Mm-hmm. They average 50 services a day. 50 a day. There's a service that goes on like every 12 to 15 minutes. When my Marines are working, they get off the bus, go out, perform their honors, load right back up, and they go right to the next service. I tell people that when I get home, I'm not only physically drained, I'm emotionally drained. Think about it. No one likes to go to any funeral. Try going to 22 of them in one day. Watch people cry 22 times. Watch their kids, their grandkids, their sisters, their brothers, their parents. It takes an emotional drain on you. But the reason I do it, and I've been doing it for 19 years, because it's something that needs to be done. They need to be shown that their family member was an important person.
Good.
In closing, I would like to thank all of you who attended today and beg you, I beg you, with tears in my eyes, to keep your troops, our troops, in your hearts and minds. You see, our troops don't make the decision to go to the war. We don't just get up one morning from the barracks and go, hey, let's go fight a war. No, that is made up way up higher than us.
Right.
But we're the ones that are called in to do the actual war.
Yeah.
All they ask for is the support of their country when they do get called out to war. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask if I'm putting my life on the line that you could at least support me? I hope you will pass this message on to your children and your grandchildren. You know, sometimes we have false idols. We have people that, athletes, movie stars, musicians, you know, we wear all of their shirts and things, and everybody's, I don't have a problem with it. I'll tell you who my idol is. To quote Robert Emmett, he was an Irish patriot who was hung in 1803. He was sentenced to death by the English for defending the Irish cause. Just as the trap door opened to hang him, he shouted out, "My country is my idol." I say to you, I don't idolize sports, musicians. The idols for me is my country, the veterans, and the people who support veterans. Those are my idols, ladies and gentlemen. I'll end by saying good day, thank you, Semper Fidelis, and God bless America. Thank you.